Kha'Zix and Teemo. Teemo was actually the first ban. It was invisible. I think he was camouflaged.
Yep. He stood still for too long. So this first game, Dango Ninjas versus the Wrecking Balls. Dango Ninjas on the left, the Wrecking Balls on the right-hand side. The bans, Teemo, Cass, Riven, Kha'Zix. And these guys can throw over to the... Man, what the heck? Why is there an auto timeout for links? How do I turn that off?
That's one of the Zanbot things.
Zambot's everything that's wrong with a Twitch chat.
You can permit someone if you do like command permit and then their name. It allows them to post a link.
So go over to here. Ta-da! At the loading screen, ladies and gentlemen, for this, it's the bottom one, right? There we go. For this round of, I believe this is round of 16 game that we're on.
No. Yes.
Yeah, we're in round of 16. Okay, cool.
Round
of
of
16.
We're in the round of 11.
It's easier to say 16. There's 16 slots, even if there's not that many teams.
And 16 is less syllables than 11.
Okay, so the extra bans were Teemo, Kassadin, Riven, and
Kha'Zix. Kha'Zix, aka the most banned. I'm pretty sure that Kha'Zix is the most banned champion in the games that I've casted since the Kassadin nerfs.
Alright. And we also have Leona, Nidalee, Elise, Jax, Zyra. And who's going to be our last ban?
Could be Wukong. Wukong is open right now. He's pretty strong. And it's actually going to be Jarvan. I was going to say Wukong or Jarvan. Jarvan is a really nice mix of pick and ban, I feel.
I would agree. He's one of those champions that just gets picked or banned or just sometimes doesn't even show up.
Alright, so it's going to be the Wukong first pick. Might have been a Jarvan first pick if they had banned Wukong instead. And the Jayce goes over to the Wrecking Balls. So we'll see if they can use some EQs as Wrecking Balls.
I wonder if they'll pick Orianna.
That would be great. Syndra, Orianna, Jayce. What else? We need two others. Ahri, sort of. She has an orb. That's like a ball.
Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay, so Ahri support, we need an AD carry. AD carry with some sort of spheres. I mean, Caitlyn has traps.
It's Dominion. You don't necessarily need an ADC here.
That's
you can
true.
live with that one.
That's true.
I
guess Nami has a bubble, but that's not so much.
I think that might be the closest we get.
Nunu has a snowball.
Yeah, that's even better. Let's go with Nunu.
Okay, so Nunu, Syndra, Jayce. I forgot the other ones. Ahri.
Orianna and Ahri.
Yeah, okay.
You put Nunu in the bottom lane. Yeah, okay, that's great. That's a comp.
If you play that composition, we will give you mad props on stream. Diana could also work. She also has spheres.
Riven was chat banned, so he's just highlighting it to make the casters stress out and the other players stress out. So we're seeing Wukong being picked up. Zounds on Mundo again. Guys, if you play against Zounds Mundo, buy a freaking Executioner's Calling. If you play against him and there is not one on your team, you're doing something hideously incorrect. So please make sure that someone on your team comes equipped with that.
Executioner's Calling super strong against Mundo. You can also do Morellonomicon, but Morellonomicon, the debuff doesn't apply until
it's too
he's
late.
Below 40% health. And you're probably already dead before you got him to 40% health.
Yep.
That's two hook champions. I would be shocked if Thresh got locked in. I don't think I've ever seen a Thresh on Dominion.
There's only two players that would not frighten me to see them lock in Thresh, and that's Pilar and Sauron. They're the only two I trust on that champion. Everyone else, no. But those two players could do it. Sauron just likes to highlight it to troll us, though, and make us talk about it on the air and use up a bunch of our speech time.
And he does specifically Thresh like every single time. You'd think that by now we would have caught on to the fact that Sauron just sits on Thresh and he's not actually going to lock it in. But, I mean, maybe he'll lock it in this time.
He could bot lane Thresh. He knows how to do it. But we'll probably see a last moment switch to something like his LeBlanc that he's been...
Whoa!
Whoa.
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 Alright, he just totally next leveled us. Totally next leveled us.
Everybody hype this game right now. I want everyone to go to the in-game chat and just spam Sauron playing Thresh in tournament. Just right now. Sauron locked in Thresh. And let's get that Twitch link. Twitch.tv, guys, /DominateGamingTV.
I'm pretty excited.
Okay, so this is different. This is
Whoa.
very different.
So okay, they swapped back. All right, looks like it is going to be. I imagine it's
What?
going to be
People's on Thresh. Okay, that's just ain't
they've
right.
swapped it. They've swapped it a couple times, but I would be kind of surprised if it was Wukong bot because Wukong is such a strong team fighting champion. At level 6, Cyclone is just absolutely godly. There's actually a lot of spinning champions in this game. You have both the Wukong and the Tryndamere, both of which spin. You get a Garen in there. We should do like a champion of spheres versus a champion of spins.
Hey, Salad Paladin. Thanks for coming and checking out the stream, dude. Thanks for subbing as well. That's really nice of you. We appreciate that. And, dude, you showed up just in time to see Sauron lock it in Thresh in a tournament. Haven't seen him in tournament play before, to my knowledge, especially not played by someone at this level. There's only two people that I know of that play a lot of Thresh and can do it well, and that is Sauron and Pylar. And we don't really see Pylar in tournaments at all. I don't think he's available on Saturdays or something like that. But Thresh in the bottom lane actually gets souls, unlike everywhere else on the map. So, he has that going for him. His crowd control is also extremely intense, so he's really, really good at setting up ganks. Downside to Thresh is it's very difficult for him to escape. And he also can set up amazing ganks with his lantern. Throw that lantern down over the wall, walk out, and then if you're smart, you see that lantern is out, you back away from Thresh, because you know he's bringing someone like Mundo+Fizz in, and just giving him that instant initiate in, and you don't want to be anywhere near that. So, against a smart player, you know, that has respect for the lantern, when you see that's out, you can use that to zone. You can even fake with that lantern, too. You throw it out, and he thinks, wait, is Fizz there? He looks at the map, he sees that two people are Mia, and he has to back off, unless he has vision on the other guys from something. Otherwise, you know, he just can't risk getting in close and getting liquefied.
And then he calls out to the rest of the team.
It'll really help Udyr gank, too.
Yeah, oh yeah. No, any of these champions would be absolutely amazing with Thresh Lantern. The thing about the Lantern is that if you're a champion who is very immobile, someone like Udyr has extra movement speed, but he doesn't actually have a gap close, so he's not considered that mobile. Someone like Udyr, someone like... I'm trying to think of another not-so-mobile champion, but let's even go with Ziggs. You Lantern in a non-mobile champion, and then that's giving them the mobility that they don't have to be able to get in for a gank. So Lantern is amazing for bringing in immobile champions, but it's also absolutely amazing for bringing in mobile champions, because then they can use their gap closer in combat instead of having to use it to get to the combat in the first place. So say you're Elise, you really want to be able to use your shield to get behind them and be able to kick them into your own team, but you'd have to shield to your teammate to get in there in the first place. Well, you just click the lantern, and then you could be even more mobile within the combat, and Thresh Lantern is a really, really good skill.
Hi, peoples, what? Just... what? Just... Excuse me, hi, peoples, but what is that spell combo? What are you doing?
His summoners?
Yeah.
Oh, we should probably talk a little bit about the summoner spells. For people who are new to the stream, you might notice that one of the teams is running Revive. Everyone has Revive on the team, and the other team not running Revive Generally, on Dominion, you do want to take Revive. The reason for that is the map is pretty small, and you get that move speed bonus when you're coming out of the fountain. And so you press Revive, and then you get to run across the map really, really quickly and return to the fight before the fight's over. So if you look at a larger map, like Summoner's Rift, it takes you a lot longer to rejoin the fight after you're revived. And so if you want to be able to rejoin the fight after revive, you really need revive and teleport. And then both of your summoners are geared towards that re-entering combat. But on Dominion, you can actually just get back into the combat almost immediately just from that one summoner. And so because of that, revive is actually really, really powerful because you get to die for free. It's like a free guardian angel.
I don't know what the... Okay.
But High Peoples doesn't have revive. That's true. Maybe he got confused about yellow versus green.
It's possible.
They come consecutively in the rainbow. I mean, how do you tell apart yellow and green? It's like exactly the same as the difference between blue and purple.
We are at the loading screen for this round of 16 game, Dominate Dominion number 90. And these two teams here on the North American server are going to be Dango Ninjas versus Wrecking Balls. Dango Ninjas' team, we have Emperor High Peoples playing as Wukong, Zounds playing as Dr. Mundo, Carnival playing as Fizz, MKH playing as Udyr, and Sauron playing as Thresh. I am one half of your commentators. I am Gandair of the gaming clan Vato Clan, and co-commentating with me is...
I am RheingoldRiver, and the other half of the players are the people who make up the team Wrecking Balls. It is Jason Ditto on Lee Sin, N7 Sanderson playing Jayce, Alaya on Soraka, Aume on Tryndamere, and Dinosaur Pilot rounding out the composition with Ziggs. Looking forward to this game. Should be fun. It's the first Dominate Dominion of 2014, guys. January 4th. There's a lot of 4s in that.
Yeah, there is. There'll be more 4s in April.
It's actually like all powers of 2. It's January 1-4 and the 4th of January 2014. That pesky little 0. Why is it not the year 2114? Then it would be all powers of 2.
I'm trying to like make it so Lizzie can post unlimited links, but it won't let me. There's a stream that's gonna start tomorrow. That's gonna run for a whole week that I'll talk about a little bit more later. But if you guys hate cancer and love video games, you should check it out. Guys are playing through video games, and it's a week-long video game marathon. I can have more info for you towards the end of the stream. And
for all of you who prefer Capricorn and Gemini over Cancer.
I'm really excited. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for that video game stream like all year.
All right, guys. Looks like we're in the game. Welcome to the stream. Dominate Dominion number 90. It's cool that the first stream of a new year ends in a 0.
Yeah, I like that. That makes it pretty easy. I mean, our numbers are still off by a little bit because our numbers are -2,
good.
but they're +1. So this is actually Dominate Dominion 89, but only crazy people like me know that.
Yeah, I don't think I even know that. I know that there was one that was skipped.
There were 2 that were skipped.
I don't know where the +1 came from.
There's a 0. It starts at 0.
Oh, I see.
So it's
and
Dominate
now
Dominion 0,
all of you in the
and then we
stream
missed 2.
are crazy people like Ender.
Yep. So this is actually the 89th. So DD 100, which is on March 15th, isn't actually the 100th. The next weekend, on the 22nd, is when it will actually be the 100th event that we've run, but it will be DD number 101, because the numbers are slightly off.
But the Ides of March is a more auspicious date, so
yes.
DD 100 has to occur on the Ides of March.
We're going to do the big celebration on 100, even though it's actually the 99th, because no one will get that, and it's easier to hype it just by saying it's 100 and not telling anyone.
So Zounds had an interesting item choice there, sitting on a Glacial Shroud on Mundo, but switched it over to Red Crystal Dorian Shield there, getting some health regen. Frequently, when you see a team going for a couple ghosts instead of revive, they will all ghost to the top point. And it actually looks like Dango Ninja is doing something a little bit interesting on the map. You see High Peoples on Wukong going for a back cap onto the gank on ball lane.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for a really, really early play down there. I got the camera on it at the moment.
Yeah,
going for
top
that
lane,
decoy, but Jayce being really shy, denying that.
Alright, Alright, so the windmill does go the way of Wrecking Balls there in the top lane. Sonic Wave thrown out from Leona. Not going to do too much of anything there. And Carnival going for the back cap at the drill. He does get the neutral. He should be able to get the capture as well. Top part, we see MMKH getting spun on by Ame there. Gets exhausted as well. Healed by Soraka. MMKH manages to get over to the speed shrine though. He's going to be just fine. Jason Ditto, meanwhile, dueling Carnival. Grievous wounds there from the W. Q lands. You gotta follow up on the Q if it hits. And Tryndamere coming in with that spin. Spin to win, guys. Carnival is trying to win, but he gets silenced by Soraka. Silence is death for Fizz. Carnival does have revive, so he'll be able to rejoin the fight. Playful Trickster up in 3, 2, 1. The Hell Shrine. There it goes. Playful Trickster onto Elise. A little bit of damage. The Ignite goes down. There's the Urchin Strike across. But Jason Ditto with the Qs and Tryndamere with the spin. And Carnival picks up the kill. Still running away from Ame there. Gonna get chicken-headed and does fall. MMKH, meanwhile, on the way to the windmill. Boneyard was captured. Not exactly sure what you've been covering on camera.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of this not windmill fight stuff because usually both teams go up, they clash the top part, they have a little bit of engagement over that for a while. It's usually kind of drawn out. But here in this game, we saw Carnival immediate back cap for drill, and we saw High Peoples immediately go for a play down the bottom lane. And while Fizz was defeated, they have the drill back. The bottom point is still under Dango Ninja's control. They have two people down there in position. They should be able to defend that fairly well because of the defender's advantage with the crowd control that Sauron has.
There's the dive in top lane. The Cyclone comes down. The CC, the minions get the capture. And the Mega Inferno Bomb not in time to do anything. Zounds did go down. He was just a little bit low. And it looks like Jason Ditto with the kickback onto MMKH. They're getting chased now. I don't think he can make it out, but he does get that safeguard shield onto himself. But there is the Nimbus Strike forward from Peoples. Picks it up with the E, and they should be able to pick up the windmill, and with it, a 4-cap.
Sauron actually going for maxing Flay first over his other abilities. So, see him picking that up. 4 people down here in the bottom part of the map. It's just Sauron and Carnival against them. Carnival retreating down towards the health well wants to pick that up. They're doing a lot of delay here, but Wrecking Ball's really like committing people at this point. Not a lot of people over at Drill taking advantage of that. Zounds and High Peoples are able to get that point neutral against just Leona by himself before his allies are able to catch up.
So with that point neutral, they're going to dive onto Zounds there a little bit. The Resonating Strike misses from Jason Ditto. Dinosaur Pilot capping the point. Soraka is there as well. Ame gets pulled. He is not level 6 yet, and he goes down. Actually was level 6, just didn't have ult. And that's like being not level 6 yet. Sauron has roamed up from the bot lane. Looks like N7 Sanderson on Jay is going to be able to make his way over to there. Zounds with the ult popped. Going to turn on that Brigand Agony. Q not in range. No death sentence for Soraka. But Ziggs didn't actually pick up the health, so that goes over the way of Zounds, keeping the Burning Agony on. It is agonizing for the other team, and they are down. Chasing now onto Dinosaur Pilot. Nice W use of the Satchel Charge to get away. Meanwhile, Ballin and Sanderson probably going to fall here to Carnival. Carnival running away from Ame right now. Ame does have his ult in 2 seconds, and they are not going to fight. Top lane, Dinosaur Pilot trying to cut MMKH, who is out of mana completely. A couple auto attacks is all he needs, but can he get the mana for it? There's the stun. He's going to be able to make his way to the health rally, picking up the kill beforehand.
Thresh with the CC down against Tryndamere in the bottom part of the map. Tryndamere trying to spin out. Does have his Undying Rage available. This could be enough for him to get away, though. Fizz does not have the ultimate to try and oh, dear, Carnival. Look, I understand. Oh, the dot. He dove in to apply the dot to Trynd to have it tick out when his ult ended. That was a very clever play.
Seastone Trident. Yeah, damage over time is really good on Tryndamere. It wasn't just the dot, it was also the Grievous Wounds. So the health that Tryndamere gets when his ult ends was halved by the Grievous Wounds of that. Mega Inferno Bomb is not enough to take down Sauron because it only clips him at the edge. And it looks like Sauron is going to Lantern himself and then die to Jayce. Those Wrecking Balls.
Yeah, the box not connecting there. It's one of the more difficult abilities to land in the game. And Ziggs got to hang out just safely inside it and continue to DPS. If he had been tagged with that wall, though, he probably would have died. And then Jayce would have been the one to have to pick up that fight. It also means if he had tagged him with that when he dropped when he dropped the box, then Ziggs wouldn't have been able to ult if he landed correctly. So he would have died with it off cooldown. Zounds, what are you doing? Zounds just stomping on all of the mines there.
Yeah, he doesn't like them.
Mundo is not pleased by that. Stun
Mundo
on
goes where he
Soraka.
pleases.
And KJ will take that down. We can swing on Jason Ditto's Lee immediately after that. And they've been very oppressive in their control of the points on the opposite side of the map.
Yeah, 464 to 94. Pretty commanding score there. It's double kill for Peoples. Peoples dying doesn't have that revive. So that's going to be a lot of time spent dead for him. And he will probably end up being more time spent dead than Zounds. MMKH, though, is going to die here to Sanderson and Dinosaur Pilot. Explosive Minefield goes to Kite Mundo there. Cleaver lands. Nice satchel charge to try and make him run away. And then knock back all of the CC there. But it's a 5 cap right now, and that's only 2 seconds to the end of the game. So it's going to be Dango Ninjas. Moving on to round 2.
Dango Ninjas going to go on to the round of 8.
I'm not really sure how they managed to win without the revive on Wukong. But
Well,
they did it.
Wukong, you know,
Did it?
his teammates carried him to victory. Zound and Carnival, really nice guys, helping him succeed without that spell.
I mean, if we look at the scoreboard, that was all Sauron. I mean, look at that. He played the strongest champion on the entire map and went 0-2 and 5.
Can someone please let people post some freaking links? I'm just saying. I'm tired of seeing messages deleted, like, all over the place. People are, like, trying to link the bracket, and it's, like, getting nuked. Somebody Zanbot, please. So taking a look at the post-game screen here. And Sauron, man, he could have done a little bit better that game. Just a tad. So we go on to the next game, which is going to be.
It looks like, well, I got an invite to Clueless versus the Wrecking Balls. I'm not sure if that's what we are doing, but I did accept it. We have 9 people in the lobby.